Today we've come to Hemel, Hempstead. We've come to visit the Odeon 8-screen multiplex here. It's in a place called Leisure World, which is like arcades and stuff, isn't it? Yeah. And for a change, we've actually got the Chief with us, so we're going to meet the Chief now, Richard, of the Odeon here in Hemel, Hempstead. And you're going to show us around the objection room.
That's correct.
So, should we go then?
Yeah, scan's working.
Oh, come on then.
Hello, welcome to the Odeon Hemel, Hempstead. My name's Richard Mosley and I'm the Chief Technician.
How long have you been here, Richard?
5 years now.
Is that since the cinema opened?
Since from day one.
So you've grown with the cinema and made it what it is today?
It's just about.
Oh, it looks a lovely projection room.
It's one of the biggest.
Yeah, it looks really nice and tidy and clean, and it just looks really homely.
Well, it's not too bad. It could be a bit better.
Yeah. And what projectors have you got?
Victoria 8s.
How many screens got digital?
7.
7 out of the 8.
7 out of the 8.
Oh, what happened to poor number 8?
Number 8 is what we call a small auditorium. It's below the required number of seats for digital.
Yeah.
But we're working on it.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you.
That's okay.
Number is this one?
This is number 7.
Number 7. Richard, on screen 6, I noticed you've got DTS and SRD. Is this your big screen?
Yes, it is.
And how many seats have you got?
452.
Oh, that's a good size, isn't it?
Well, it's not a bad size.
Yeah, you got EX here?
Yes, EX is in this screen as well.
Fantastic. So number 6 is the one all the first run stuff goes in?
99% of the time, yeah. Yeah.
Well, you asked me earlier on about showing Super 35.
Oh yeah.
I got the same turrets as these.
So the turrets on here are the same as those in Richmond.
Yeah.
Nice.
You can actually physically move the whole turret. Quite a long way.
Yes. But you've got to be careful on the turrets when you put the Allen key in. The actual assembly can just drop out, can't it?
Not where I'm doing it. I'm just physically
No, I'm not saying what you're doing, but it can
unlocking
do.
this one.
Yeah.
There is a place where it can drop off.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for adjustment, you wouldn't touch that.
You heard anything about the result? Yeah.
To me, then we're going to ballot now for industrial action.
Yeah.
I mean, we did warn it. The reason why we revamped it so we were in a certain way of saying, basically, for the last ABC, that managed to negotiate their way out of it insanely.
I mean, where you walked in at the front door, number 1, yeah. Knocked out this morning. 10 minutes before I was on the street. You're now at Odeon 4, and this one's slightly different. as we not only have SRD but also have SDDS,
Oh, fantastic.
right, which is the 3000 series.
Do you play many SDDS or do you play SRD?
No, we're actually running right at this moment SDDS.
Fantastic. And do you like it?
I prefer SDDS,
Oh.
but it would help if they gave us the 2 extra speakers.
Yeah, the inner channels.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, definitely.
just like that used to be on 70mm.
Yeah. Do you get many prints at 8 track though? There's not many, is there?
No, but I mean U571 was an 8-track.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
but unfortunately we've got to give it that extra.
Well,
Yeah,
oh,
but it does
that's
sound good. I put it on DVD at home and
I have.
it really does rock
Excellent.
quite good. But this is the second biggest screen.
Yes.
This one's about 360 seats, I believe.
All your screens look really nice and the picture fits the screen nicely and looks really good on screen.
Yeah, it's not too bad actually. I mean, there's always room for improvement.
Everywhere, but I mean what you see initially looks fantastic.
Yeah, it is. Well, I don't get many complaints. Unfortunately, this area, the people that come in here and do complain are from the industry.
Oh really? Because of
we're-
Kodak and all this
Well,
nearby?
it's not just Kodak. I mean, we've got Pinewood down the road
Of course.
and Shepperton, Denham. You know, they're all round here, unfortunately.
Yeah, so yeah, tip top.
Well, we hope to be.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yes, on. They've changed the top school box away and gave me a yeah, cut down bit. Now I prefer that.
That's off the big five.
Yeah.
I got home.
You know, no, I do like them. It's because it makes it a bit easier for the school as well. You know, but unfortunately, when you look at the height of that, you've got to be tall.
Richard, I see your racking handle's quite forward off your projector. Is there a reason for this?
Yeah, they're remote control, but they're not wired up.
Oh, right. Oh, thanks a lot.
All the ones that came from a gum on were like that.
That explains why there was a panel in the auditorium then.
Yeah. We used to, when you worked in a gum on, you
Yeah.
used to be able to go and sit in a certain seat.
That's right, sound
And
seat.
behind you had a focus and a racking and
right.
start and stop.
Yeah.
And it used to work with the Cinemation Mark III.
I'm with you.
But the projector had to have
Had to have that bit.
on it
Oh,
as well,
right.
to be able to remote control.
Oh.
We had them in the gum on Bristol.
Oh, did you?
I trained in a mum unit, Odeon gum on.
Yeah. Yeah.
And actually, my mech in Richmond's actually got one of those on as well.
Yeah.
So's its mate in Southend,
Oh, yes.
which Michael's got now.
Do you find when you're racking this projector, not that you ever rack it very much, I'm sure, but just to frame it, is it quite hard to turn?
No, I don't find any of the racking handles hard to turn.
Oh, right.
Matter of fact, I find them quite opposite. They seem to be a bit slack.
Oh, really?
You know, but then again, age of the projectors.
Absolutely, we all get
Yeah.
slacker as we get older. See what I mean? Sorry. I just bring the level down to its tone below. Do you have a Dolby processor in the screen, Richard?
In this one, yeah. No.
You don't?
No.
A Sony?
Yeah.
Yeah. So everything goes through the Sony processor,
Well,
yeah?
it does, but we are thinking of putting back the CP65.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Are you having any trouble with the Dolby, with the Sony?
No trouble at all. It's just that,
Standardised?
yeah, sort of. You know, it's it all depends.
Yeah, sure.
You know, but I mean, there is room to put it back.
Yes.
You know, it actually ended up in Odeon 1.
Oh, right.
That's where the CP65 came out of here.
Oh, right.
So it went into Odeon 1.
Yeah.
And that's so that then we could get rid of the CP50.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Look on the back. Look on the back of the internet.
Yeah.
See those pocket in the old. It's like it was always here.
Yeah. Did you know notice the difference in number 6?
Gee, what other cinemas have you worked at?
I first started off at the historic Old Kent Road in London.
Wow.
I then went from there to the Odeon Wellhall, from Odeon Wellhall to Odeon Peckham. Then I joined the army, came back out, and I started again at the Odeon Wood Green. From there to the Odeon Leicester Square, back to Wood Green, then to Odeon St Albans.
And here.
Yeah.
Fantastic. The one in the Old Kent Road sounds a little bit magical to me. Is that the Astoria, you say?
Yes.
Is it a big screen?
Yes, it was. Over 2,500 seats.
Wow.
3 projectors.
3 projectors?
Yeah.
What did you have?
Simplex, super simplex.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Has the building been knocked down now?
Afraid so, all gone.
Oh God, such a shame. Okay, I'm going to ask you a question now here. No, perhaps not so much here, but do you have a ghost in this building?
All cinemas have ghosts.
I know, that's why I'm asking you. This is a standard question.
I've been told Odeon 4
Yes.
has a bit creepy at night, so if you're in on your own, you might hear noises. Security, as we have on-site security, they don't tend to walk around much, but they always claim that they can hear noises from the Odeon part.
Have you ever felt anything up here in your projection room?
Once, I'll admit once.
What was it?
I don't really know, it felt like there was someone behind me.
Yes.
And I was looking out the porthole at the time, and I thought I could see a reflection.
I've had this. Steve's had it at his place. I've had it at the Odeon Haymarket when I was chief there. And I've had something weird at the Empire Leicester Square when I was central manager there. But that seems to be the thing, you do get reflections, you know?
Yeah, and sometimes it's just, it's your own person who does it. You sort of like think there's someone there, you look in the porthole again and you see a reflection, but 90% of the time it's your own.
That's very true. What about in some of the older cinemas? Because there's been a new cinema.
Well, for argument's sake, when I was a trainee at the historic Old Kent Road, I was told that someone had hung themselves on the gantry behind the screen. Now, that could have been because I was a trainee and they were trying to frighten me, because the house lights were actually operated from backstage.
Oh no.
And I always managed to, I always got collared. I had to go down and do the house lights when we were showing Psycho. So you can imagine how I felt going on the backstage while Psycho was still on and it was coming up to the end, and of course it's pitch black.
So every time you went to an interval, somebody had to go backstage to turn the house lights on?
Yeah, in those days, you're talking about the late 60s,
Really?
I'm afraid I am getting a bit on now.
Oh, you're like me then.
Going grey, I'm going grey.
At least you've got some hair.
That's a wig, hang on.
Now, you must have shown The Exorcist in your time.
Yeah.
Can you ever remember anything strange ever happening?
No, to tell you the truth, no.
No. There's a lot of places that have strange things.
Yeah. More to do with press, I think, than anything else. Of course, when we had the Omen at the, we had that at Odeon Wood Green.
Yes.
We had all sorts of people fainting, claiming they seen things, but the funny thing was, it was more men fainting and being sick than women.
Yeah, well, we try to be a tough guy, but we are the weakest, I think.
Yeah.
But have you ever had anything strange happening in the auditorium where, say, people sat in the seat and all of a sudden they're not there?
No.
No, because we had to. Somebody told us about that at one stage. Once we went into, somebody was sat there, next thing, just not there.
No, I've not experienced that yet.
Well, I mean, I said to you before, it's just a nice box. Can't get over this because I heard lots of stories when this place opened, which I think it's lovely,
Well, I could do with a roller skate or a bike.
Yeah.
But then again, by the time I get up to speed, I must be out through the door.
Yes. But you keep it looking really nice.
No, thanks.
It's definitely a credit to you.
It's, when you consider the age of the projectors and that, try to do our best. I've got a good team here, there's 4 of us. One of them's female.
Oh, where is she?
She'll be in about another hour,
Oh, fantastic.
then I can go home.
Oh, right. do you find that, I know all your projections were old, that's what everybody knew when the cinema opened up, but have they all sort of settled in now and sort of settled down to working? Because projectors tend to have a heart, I think.
Yeah, they've settled down, and our local oil refinery is a little bit upset. I'm not helping them out anymore.
Yeah,
But yeah, you're quite right. They are settling down.
Because they also, going next to them all, they all sound really smooth.
Now, there is a reason for that, and that is because of the age of these Vic 8s, there's two different types of projector oil,
All right.
which I wasn't aware of. But Jack Rowe has helped us out on now. And the oil that they supply for these Vic 8s, due to their age, is much thinner.
Oh, really?
You can't put the Vic 8 projector oil in which they give to the new ones. It's too thick. And these won't like it.
I think these old dates are the best.
Oh yes, there's nothing, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with the Vic 8. I like the Vic 8.
Beautiful.
You know, it's once we've done them up a bit more, and as you notice on them, we've had modifications done,
Yes.
reverse scans are all done. So when they do decide to bring out the Cyan soundtrack, we should not have any problems. But one thing everybody should be aware, and that is, if you've got a dirty soundtrack, this system will show it up left, right and centre.
Really?
Yeah.
Thing is, you're not going to have much choice in less than a year. Everything's going to be magenta, then later cyan.
Well, it's already high magenta now.
Lots
I've
of them
got
are.
about 4 prints in it at high magenta.
Oh, really?
And I will give one thing to the labs. They are indicating on the cans high magenta,
Yes.
or HM.
I know Warners are doing HM, yeah. I know Warners are doing a lot of high magenta. What
Yeah.
are the company?
I think Fox had one out. I think Hannibal's got it. I'm not sure the renter is for that now.
Because I know Disney's not at the moment.
No, Enemy at the Gates has got it.
Oh.
And the one I showed last week, I think it was the Watcher. I think the Watcher's got it as well. So there are quite a few coming out now. So I think by about summer this year we should start seeing more high magenta.
But they all play okay digitally, obviously, because
Yeah.
we're not talking about
Yeah.
the digital track,
That's
it's
right.
the optical track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only reason why I'm looking at my watch is because I've got a film we're going to come off.
Oh, well, we wanted
Yeah.
to see you later up anyway. But I noticed you've had all your red LEDs. Now, are they jack lights?
No, they're not. These are proper reverse scans.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
But they're only optical you've got here, aren't they? You haven't got digital reverse scan because you've got the penthouse.
That's right. Well, the only one where we've got a digital unit is down on number 1.
Oh, right.
Which we're trying to get the rest of the equipment for now.
Right, so you want to get rid of all your penthouses and go complete reverse scan?
No, I'd rather keep my penthouses, less trouble.
Absolutely.
Less trouble.
Yeah.
You know, I
definitely.
mean, I've been speaking to a couple of other chiefs who've got the REL LEDs, and they sort of said they're a bit problem-wise. They haven't exactly said what, but they just don't like them.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I've had no trouble with the 700s. Lamp goes, change it. You know,
Do you find when the lamp's getting old that you lose your levels, you have to bring them up a bit?
you start when the lamp starts getting old, you start getting more and more error readings. You see, so it gives you an indication. That alarm you can hear is number 1 shutting down, which I've got to go and get back on.
Okay, come on then.
Yeah. For every car. Very good. All the way down, it's supposed to down. First of all, yeah, okay, yeah. There's eight degrees set on it. Two o'clock, two at three. Yeah. It's, yeah, you know. I've got cars, but they just ripping apart the front. How many films do you normally play in a string?
Never more than 2 all day, all week. We do one-day specials on top of that if they really want them.
Yeah.
So
Well, I've got 3 films in here today.
I want to do that,
You know.
especially on Twisted. I will not. Absolutely no way.
And, I mean, I've got a trolley now, you know, film transfer plate, but yeah, normally I would use it for this. But I can't, because round the other corner, I've got another one. You know, sometimes we've had 4 films. You know.
You just say no.
Unless you've got a film transfer plate, which I'll admit I've got one there, but unfortunately I can't use it because I'll be using it round there shortly.
Oh right.
So
oh, yeah.
it means I'll have to take the film off somewhere,
Yes.
you know, so the only solution is like you've just seen me do,
Yes. Just lift on and off.
you know. The only danger you really got is that if this hasn't pulled tight,
Yes.
you try taking it off, chances are it will collapse on you,
Yes.
you know, which will then mean
Problems.
problem. Right, must go and find out what's the next one is.
There is another way to do it as well. I mean, if you do 1 and 1.
Well, I was watching one of theirs. Oh, where is
I'll have that. It's fine.
it's
Going on my screen too, immediately.
took out one of our shows that have shut down. It needs to be repaired. It's either the oil pump's gone on there.
We are in that corner, poet.
What have you actually got? You know, the H1X.
Yeah, he's been working towards that for a long time.
Okay.
Is this playing in DTS?
No, we run through the DTS automatically.
Oh right.
And the same for when we actually run DTS prints. We go through the SRD head as well, but we don't have the SRD head on.
Right.
That's due to the fact that these two here don't like talking to each other.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And the other little thing about this system is you've got DTS on,
Yes.
then you've got to make sure that your CD player's off.
Oh, right.
Because when it finishes,
Oh, yes.
it brings it all out through your surround speakers, plus your front speakers.
Yes.
And then when you cancel everything, reset your contactor, start your projector, DTS then takes back over again, so you lose what you got there, and you go automatically onto film. And it don't matter what you do with these buttons, if that's a green light,
It reads it.
it reads
Overrides
it
everything.
and takes it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we keep the CD off. Then we don't have a problem.
Now the main important question we need to ask you, we know there's not a Weatherspoons in town, is there a Yates
Yates?
or a Weatherspoon?
I've no idea.
Call yourself a projectionist?
Oh yeah, but I'm a non-drinker.
Oh no!
Can't be a projectionist then.
Oh,
I gave up drinking when I passed my driving test.
alright. That's why you still got your hair.
That could be one of the reasons actually, yeah, you might be right on that.
Do you live far away from here then?
Yeah, actually I live about 12 and a half miles away.
And where's that?
That's in Dunstable.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Is there any cinemas up there?
No, there isn't, but there was talk of a multiplex going up this screener. Not sure whose, but no more's come of that yet.
Yes.
If it's out, I'll be laughing.
Oh yes.
Then again, I wouldn't mind running both of them.
Oh well, why not?
There seems to be, there's not many Chiefs actually that run to the shows, is there? It's just two, you know, is there? It's,
Glasgow and Cardiff and Sheffield.
yeah. Yeah, I think George is still running Muswell and Barnet. I think he's still doing it, so I'm asking something. Screener, but there's all different levels in that, you know. Yeah, you get yourself into a little pattern.
Yes.
Unfortunately, this is all one box, but you've got 8 projectors, right? And at least they're now numbered correctly. Start off from the end is number 1, then work yourself round and end up at number 8.
Well, that makes sense.
Which is
doesn't it?
okay, but
Yes.
you know, you still got to remember where you are in the screens. Well, 5 I don't need for a minute. 6 I've laced.
It's like your little staff room area.
Yeah, this is, yeah. Oh, right, got to do one here. Around the corner, number 3. Yeah, this is our stuff here. We don't have to leave the box because everything is up here.
Yes.
Our own washroom, toilet, secondary room, main switch room.
All the fans have been done from
everything.
here.
Yeah, all the fans are round here.
Of course, you don't lamp up here, right? You do.
Sorry?
You don't lamp up, do you?
Yeah. Yeah, we do our own
Do it.
now.
Don't you do it from next door?
No,
We used to do it.
I did. You know, but that was all stopped. You know, we do our own lamping up. We're all scaffold trained. You know.
I don't know, you never used to do it.
No, we
That
never
was
used
one of the attractions of coming here.
Yeah, we never used to do the foyer, and also we had front of our staff do the lamping up in the auditoriums, you see, but that was all stopped, you know, which certain degree, you know, get upset. It means you have to do the auditoriums. But the consolation on that is that the 3 big ones have to be done at night. Can't be done during the day.
Do you build a scaffold up?
Yeah, right to the top.
Doesn't that frighten you?
I don't like heights much, but scaffolding, that's all right.
Yes.
You know, I feel much more happier on scaffolding than I do on a ladder.
Do you have the ladders within the scaffolding?
Yes, yes, we do.
You have the newer stuff.
Oh yeah,
That's good.
It's the original scaffold that we had when we first opened, but when we did the latest scaffold training course, it was then discovered that some items were sort of missing, i.e. the inside ladders.
Yeah, I've just found out they're missing on mine. I did the training course last week.
Oh no!
So are you going to get the scattered ladders for yourself?
Well, yeah, I've had to ban anybody using the scaffolding until we get the
them.
ladders.
Wow.
That's
Now,
right.
now that I've been trained, I have to.
You have to.
I have to.
Because you know now.
Because I know.
That's right.
I'm now responsible.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the good thing about it now. You know, once you're scaffold trained, if you say no,
That's it.
that's it. No one can overrule you.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, naturally, you know, the way I do it is if we get the scaffold now in the big screens, I'll actually supervise it going up. And then I'll designate who's going up it.
Yeah.
You know, just because I built it doesn't mean I have to go up it.
Yes. Are you
It's
allowed?
the same as Steve.
Are you allowed to train once you're trained? Can you train your staff?
No,
They've
not
all got
allowed
to go.
Yeah.
Well, that takes the onus off you in a sense,
Of
doesn't
course
it?
it does, yeah. You know,
Yeah.
but unfortunately with every sort of training course that happens, you go on one now, then in 3 weeks' time there'll be another one, you send
Yeah.
someone on that, and when he comes back, they say, no, you can't do that now, because they've changed the rule. Unfortunately, it's great having the training course, but they should give us updates
Yes.
to keep us,
Is it not a sort of refresher?
They do. It's every 3 years.
yeah, every 3 years.
But changes come about a lot quicker than every 3 years.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the people who just learnt today have to wait another 3 years to catch up. Most of my own staff got the training 6 months ago. And,
Right.
they weren't told about the ladders then. I learnt about the ladders on my course.
Yes, and that's you went on the course only a couple of days ago, didn't you?
Just last week.
Yes.
So I've actually gone back to my cinema and said, well, you don't build it again until we get some ladders.
They have to do it, don't they? For health and
So
safety.
it can't go up anymore.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Once again, when the lights go out, they'll go out.
Have you had the ceiling inspection yet?
Not this year, no, it's not yet.
When the guys come round, apparently, while they are here, they want to have the scaffold out. But, as you know, there's regulations about using scaffold,
Well, yeah, if it's trained, you can use it.
you see, but can they use company scaffold?
This has always been a grey area in all companies.
Thank you.
Yeah, I know. So what I've decided on doing is,
You build it.
I build it, they go up it,
Yeah.
and I'll be there. As soon as I walk away, they come down. Simple as that.
It's on the base side, is that? Well, you do when you look at it on the bench.
Yes, that's right. It's,
What is it? 2 hour gap from Sunday this week.
Yeah.
It's been bugging me up all week. I know.
yeah, I know. Oh, you got this trailer thing tomorrow? You know, this walnut thing.
Oh yeah, film.
Yeah. That's in there, mate.
Yeah, I got one of those.
I've got to put them all together yet.
Oh, not trailers, no.
Yeah. We've
Can't remember what it is.
got to show Harry Potter trailer between 12 o'clock and 1 o'clock. Continuous. How can you do that when you're single man?
Put it and loop it. Run it down and loop it.
I saw it at the BBC. I could have nicked their loot box.
Yeah.
You see? I could have done it. So what I've done is, I seem to know, I need help.
Look, it's only for one day, let it loop on the floor. Just get a mop the floor and leave it on the floor.
The box floor itself is actually sealed.
Put it in a popcorn box, zero.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Have a light, go down. Now this box is air conditioned.
Just come on now.
Right, but unfortunately, the ultrasonic dimmers don't appreciate it. So, sometimes your lights will go up quick, go down quick, and sometimes they will take ages. But normally this happens more at night than it does during the afternoon. So, all I can think of, it must be really cold outside.
Oh, it's a nasty day today, isn't it?
Yeah? Because we don't know what the temperature is outside.
Yeah.
Blowing the gale out.
Yeah,
Really
we don't.
cold one.
The only time you know if it's raining is because you can actually smell it.
Oh, yeah.
You see, and so you know it's raining out there. But regards to coming out.
I have to go on the roof to get to my number one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know when it's raining.
How'd you make that one out, Steve?
I get wet. It's like that one with the fir cones, isn't it?
Yeah.
You hang a fir cone outside your house.
Yes.
If it gets wet, it's raining.
And would you like all yours to be in one box?
No, because I'd have to run all 7 then.
How many staff you got then?
6.
6? One per screen?
I got 7 screen.
I know. 7 screens for 2 buildings. Different.
Different world.
Yeah, of course it
Well,
is.
it's 2 single manning crews, two crews of 3.
Yeah.
But we just intermingle, that's all.
Do ya?
It makes it easier for holidays and
Oh
things
yeah,
like that.
that is a very good thing. You know, that's why I would like another unit to run, and I can mingle the 2 lots of staff.
Especially if we're going to go salary.
Oh, this is right, you know.
Because nobody will have to work so many hours, though. The overtime will drop to almost nothing. Because I can run, when somebody's on holiday, I can actually run with 5 of us on a 35-hour week.
Yeah.
We don't have to put in any overtime at all.
Well, I'm running 4 men 35 hours, regardless whether it's a kid's holiday or not. You see? So, they're saving there already. Alright, you've got an extra man, right, and I can see what they're thinking upstairs, but it don't work like that.
Well, as long as you can prove it on paper.
Of course,
cheaper,
yeah.
then
Yeah.
they'll accept it.
But that doesn't mean that I'll get what I want, you know, but they will listen. Just let's step on up. Just got let's step on up.
You have like this mad hour of lacing up and then you get like half an hour break.
Yeah, that happens sometimes, you know, I mean, it's really good at night. When you've
Yeah.
done your last lace up,
Yes.
and then you've got an hour and a half, 2 hour break, depending on
Yes.
length of running time for the feature. You know, that's the only real good time. And of course, first thing in the morning when you're here. as well.
Yeah. But then you find in those periods as you do your paperwork or you make film or things you can't do during the day when you're busy doing all your
Well,
running.
that's right. I mean, you're always doing something.
Yes.
You know, people think that when you come up here, that's it. You know, people still today think that we run videos up here.
Yeah.
You know, the number of times we're asked, if you have a problem with one of the screens, you have to shut down. And you're very lucky you can get back on within a couple of minutes. But we'll get someone at the end will come out and complain and say, why couldn't you rewind the tape back?
Yeah.
You know, because
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, fine, you know. The best one though, I must admit, was that someone asked if we could turn the colour down.
No.
Because their wife had a bad headache. The colour was affected. That was the best one. You know, I mean, what can I do?
They're lovely auditorium.
Sorry?
They're really nice
Yeah,
auditorium.
they are. There's been a bit of thought gone into it, you know, but once again, I mean, it's what, coming up to 6 years old now, and maybe it's time for a colour change.
Yeah. You just always bring a white light on your tabs, or do you have to put colours on?
Because the tabs themselves are coloured.
Yes.
So you've got to, what you are forgetting here is that you're now looking at pageant lighting.
Yes.
Whereas before, when we originally opened, we were stage lighting, footlights.
Oh really?
Rubbish. You know.
You have footlights rather than pageants when you first opened?
That's right.
Really?
Yeah. So when Richard Siegel came round, he took one look at our footlights
Yeah.
and said, there you go. And next thing we know, we've got pageants.
No, they're much nicer.
Well, they're much nicer.
It gives an overall light.
Yeah. Once again, you know, still got to maintain them.
I know. Curtains on the floor.
Yeah. Curtains on the wall.
Excellent.
And as I said to you earlier on, Odeons 4 and 5 are going to be interlocked.
Yes.
So that means that we can interlock films in 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Who knows, in another 3 or 4 years' time, which other screens we may do.
Yes.
I will admit, it's been well over a year since I've run an interlock, because they seem to have gone for using more than one print now, you know.
It's stagger the times, which is much better business-wise.
Yeah, but I've been hearing rumours that they're now saying it's costing them more money to have these extra prints. So, you know, we're going to go back to the old way again, I suppose. More interlocks. Until next time comes around here, someone will sit down and say, why don't we have another print?
Yeah, what goes around comes around.
Of course, always does.
On your Christie, see here, Steve. Now, the old Christie I worked on didn't have this. It was just like 2 pins to
That's
guide
right.
it. But that is so nice.
Yeah.
Is that on all the modern ones? Yeah.
They snap, they're very brittle.
Do they?
You have to carry spares.
These? Well, why would they even snap? Because you don't even touch them, surely. Have you had any trouble with them?
I've not personally myself, no. But now that you said about it, I should keep an eye on it. Yeah.
We started with the Cinemechanicas, they had them first.
Yes.
And I know when Kevin had his first one snapped, he couldn't do a damn thing about it because they're handed.
Yes.
So if the left-hand one snaps, you can't print the right-hand one off the bench.
That's my radio. Right, not too good. You have to sort of remember where you are.
Yes.
You know, like I said to you before. Only once so far this year, but I nearly started up the wrong film. Got confused with the time.
I can imagine that's easily done.
You know, it's more more noticeable when you're doing when you've got more than 2 films in one screen,
Yes.
and you can sort of like forget.
Yes.
That's why I make sure that all the films are labelled up. Not only do we have it on the boards as well, we have it on the films, telling us what film it is, what ratio, what soundtrack.
Notice you've only got end sequence here, you haven't got
Yeah.
automation.
No automation. This is a purely manual show,
Wow.
so it means we work.
Yes, I can see that. God.
I like it because, you know, like I said, I came into business when it was manual.
Yes. Oh, me
Yeah.
too. That was on Cartons.
Yeah, I was on farms.
Yeah.
Reel to reel.
Yeah, there was no such thing as a platter in them days. God, yeah. The old 21s, the Crescent Dark Lamps.
Well, I'll tell you this now. When it came to making cement joins, I was the world's worst.
Really?
Yeah.
You learn it, you just get a knack, and you don't know what
Yeah.
the knack was, and then after a while you just do it.
That's right. Well, my chief said to me, there's a new system coming out, lad, and it's ideal for you. It's called tape.
Mm-hmm.
He actually went into the West End and saw a tape splicer
Yes.
for the first time. And when he came back, and my senior was checking the joints that I'd just done for a film, and every one of them fouled.
Oh.
they all just fell apart.
Oh no.
And the chief said to me, no need to worry, lad, you can still stay. He said, because the tape machines are here. You know.
Wow.
But yeah, so whenever a joint had to be made, they made sure that I didn't make it. I could do the V-cut, I was allowed to do
Oh, yes,
that. I could do
excellent.
the V-cuts.
I remember those, but do you remember in the olden days you get filming, because you used to have one-day shows and
That's right.
reissues,
Yeah.
and you get a film and you're checking it, and there was loads of V-cuts in them days. Do you remember that, Steve? And you sometimes crack your finger open, didn't you?
Yeah, that's right. That's right, you could, you
It's
know.
worse than paper cuts, some of them.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, so bad.
oh yeah, and 3 feature style. It's always handy to, once you've started, to double check, make sure you're still going over the rollers.
Yeah.
Because one of the worst places is round here. We haven't got the PTRs on. This is modified. This is the original crispy film cleaner bracket.
Oh, that's right, it is,
Okay.
yes.
So when John, the old chief, decided to use PTRs and not the film cleaner, go this way, he decided on converting these brackets. That was fine until they came out with the polyester.
Oh yes.
Right.
Yes.
And of course this roller here was originally on the other side. You see, so when I phoned up a certain company who will be nameless, and they told me how much the brackets would cost, I said no way. I got my drill and drilled a new hole, relocated the roller, saved myself a lot of money, heck of a lot of money.
Oh, that's good.
You know, and of course under normal circumstances PTRs will be on there now, so this film will be running through.
Yes.
Due to us not having enough PTRs at the moment, we just have to look and see which is the worst film.
Yes.
Thankfully, because we use covers here as well at night to cover the film, it helps to keep them clean. So it's one of the things at the moment. But yes, that's one of the worst places for causing damage. So it's always worth, once it's stopped,
Just checking it.
once you start up again, run round. Because even if you come round it before you start,
Yes, it can loosen.
it can loosen off
Yeah.
and it falls off.
Well, it's a good place to have the rollers though,
Yeah,
because at least it's going on the rollers before it goes on the projector, so you can see if
Yeah.
anything's happening.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
You know, so it's I'm pretty happy with them. They're
That's
actually
good.
too good.
I like
Good
that.
job.
Yeah,
So-
excellent.
Modifications to the Christie bracket. Send emails to me.
Yes. Quotations on request.
That's a good idea. I didn't think of that. It's, you said you got Christie's as well, didn't you?
Only one.
Oh, you've only got the one. Oh, right, okay then. Well, it's an handy bit of advice for the rest of the colleagues, and that is these little lamps in here,
Oh yes, I know.
right?
Yeah.
Now, you can actually get those from City Electrical Factors
Oh yes.
for about 98p each,
Yes.
and not how much the other two companies charge.
We won't mention them, will we?
We won't mention any names. But, I mean, I just don't see the reasoning in the pricing on some of the stuff.
There's the same, it's like a car. The
Yeah.
price you pay for things, you know?
That's right. You know.
Do you ever get Kodak coming in here wanting to run any piece
Yeah.
of film?
Do actually. And I always stick them in this one.
And yet they won't give you a screen check. I won't bat you on it.
You know, I mean, it's really funny because when they actually came in here to watch their advert, their own Kodak advert, one that was going national,
Yes.
they were absolutely impressed with the light and focus on this screen.
Yes.
And this is one of the screens that failed its Kodak screen check on light. So, you know,
Ironic, isn't it?
yeah. You see, one thing everybody should realise is that on the Kodak screen check, they do make minor adjustments. And to be honest with you, when you look at when they finish doing their foot Lamberts, it seems that the picture is slightly darker than what we've been used to. Now, maybe, yes, we may have been burning too high, maybe having too many foot Lamberts, but then again, the picture
Not good.
looked good. Now, we seem to have come down, you know.
It's very difficult. I mean, it's like THX.
Yeah,
At the Empire, we used to have THX when I was there.
yeah,
But it was taken away from us, and they decided to change the rules.
Yeah.
But every time their engineer came in and did the line-up and went away, we had to get Dolby in the next day to put it back again because it was so bad.
yeah.
So which is right?
Well, this is it. Well, I always understood that THX was only a certification.
Absolutely.
It's not
Specifies,
Yeah.
that's all it is.
It's not a sound system.
All you get is an electronic crossover unit with THX on it. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I always understood. You know.
And yet they advertise this THX sound system.
Yes.
Which is breaking every advertising rule
Yeah.
going.
Because actually, I went into a hi-fi shop a few months ago, and they were talking about different home sound systems, and one of them is a made for the home THX home system.
Yes.
And I said it's not a system. I said it's a specification.
Yes.
Now, if the amplifier has been done to a specification for THX, then that's fine. You cannot sell something,
As a sound system.
you know.
That's right.
It's like me turning around and saying this amplifier is a SDVS system. Well, number one, there ain't any.
That's right.
Sony have decided they're not going in that way.
Yes.
Why, I don't know. I mean, they must know. So
Yeah.
I like the system.
Yes, yes.
You know, but everyone. Everybody's got their own views on what sound system is best.
If it sounds good, it was right.
That's right.
You know, it's all, you know, what you believe it to be,
Well,
isn't it?
When you've got these reverse scan heads in for the optic, it's going to become very, very hard for you to distinguish between digi and optic. I can take you to any of the screens and run the SR
Yes.
and then run the digi,
Yeah.
right? And the difference is very, very slim. There's one big thing now in the home, which quite a few of the directors of major films have been saying, and that is for prime example, Men in Black. The soundtrack Men in Black in the home on DVD is different to what you hear in the theatre.
Really?
Because they can get away with more in the home than they can in the auditorium.
Wow.
And they admit that. And they've actually, if you get a chance to hear the film on DVD, then you know.
All right.
Especially when it goes through the doors and you've got those two fans.
Yeah.
That really does fun. One, you've got a good sample from.
Of course.
Then again, you don't need a whacking big one. You only need a 90 watt or 100 watt, to get real good sound. Anything more than that, and I think you'll be doing your windows in your house.
And the neighbours.
And the neighbours, yes. I watched U571 the other day with my mate, and we decided to put the volume up a little bit, and my neighbour came round saying that she thought she could hear my windows rattling. Yeah, they were rattling. But it was a good system.
Oh wow. Richard, what can I say? Fantastic cinema, or cinemas, beautiful projection room, and you've been so kind to let us come in. And thanks for sharing us all your little anecdotes with us, and it's been a pleasure coming here.
That's no
Thank you
problem.
very much indeed.
Anytime.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.